In the final months of 2025, when the world was already tired of fear and constant alerts, a strange name began quietly appearing across social media spaces. That name was Samson. No verified identity, no official background, no scientific degree attached to him. Just a digital voice sharing symbolic messages that sounded more like riddles than warnings. Most people scrolled past without a second thought. Others paused, curious but skeptical. One of his most discussed statements spoke about a sickness that would rise not from laboratories or cities, but from silent wings in the night. He said it would begin quietly, without noise, without chaos at first, and that those who tried to heal would be among the first affected. At the time, these words felt abstract, poetic, and meaningless to many. Weeks later, in eastern India, health authorities confirmed cases of a rare virus that few people outside medical circles had even heard about. Nipah virus, a disease known for appearing suddenly, spreading through close contact, and carrying a frightening fatality rate. What made people uneasy was not just the virus itself, but the timing. The cases were detected in West Bengal in early 2026. 2 healthcare workers tested positive. These were not travelers or villagers with animal exposure, but trained professionals working inside a medical environment. Suddenly, Samson's vague words felt uncomfortably close to reality. Nipah virus is not new. It has appeared before in small outbreaks across South and Southeast Asia. It is carried by fruit bats and can pass to humans through contaminated food or close contact with infected animals. In some cases, it spreads from person to person, especially in caregiving environments. Symptoms can begin with fever, headache, and weakness, then quickly progress to severe brain inflammation and breathing problems. Historically, the death rate has been extremely high compared to many other viruses. There is no approved vaccine. Treatment is supportive, meaning doctors can only manage symptoms and hope the body survives. When the 2 confirmed cases emerged in West Bengal, health authorities moved fast. Nearly 200 close contacts were identified. Family members, co-workers, patients, and anyone who might have been exposed were traced and tested. All results came back negative. This was a relief, but not a reason to relax. Nipah has a history of appearing contained one moment and expanding the next if vigilance drops. Quarantine measures were enforced, and monitoring continued day and night. As news spread, social media returned to Samson's old messages. People began sharing screenshots, adding dramatic music, and calling it a prediction. In reality, Samson never named Nipah. He never gave a date or location. What he offered was symbolism, a warning shaped like a story. Some believe it was coincidence. Others think it reflects how fear looks for patterns when uncertainty appears. Regardless, the conversation grew. Airports across parts of Asia increased screening measures. Temperature checks, health declarations, and isolation protocols returned, reminding people of memories they wished to forget. Pakistan, Malaysia, Singapore, and other nearby countries issued advisories and activated preparedness plans. Governments emphasized that there was no outbreak within their borders, but that caution was necessary. The World Health Organization assessed the global risk as low at this stage, stating clearly that there was no evidence of widespread transmission. Still, the word Nipah carried weight. People asked the same question over and over. How many are suffering right now? The honest answer, based on confirmed data, is very few. As of early February 2026, only 2 laboratory-confirmed cases were officially reported in India, both healthcare workers. No deaths were confirmed in this cluster at the time of reporting. No community spread had been detected. Hundreds were monitored and all tested negative. These numbers are small, but the fear does not come from quantity. It comes from potential. Nipah virus represents a category of threats that modern society struggles with. Rare, deadly, unpredictable, and difficult to treat. It does not spread as easily as some respiratory viruses, but when it does spread, the consequences can be severe. This is why health authorities respond aggressively even to small clusters. This is why rumors grow faster than facts, and this is why symbolic figures like Samson gain attention during moments like this. The untold part of this story is not about prophecy. It is about psychology. Humans are wired to search for meaning when danger appears. When a virus with a high fatality rate shows up, people look for patterns, warnings, and signs. A vague message posted months earlier suddenly feels important. It gives shape to anxiety. It makes chaos feel explainable. Meanwhile, the real work happens quietly. Doctors monitoring symptoms, epidemiologists tracking contacts, scientists studying viral behavior, governments coordinating responses. None of this looks dramatic on a screen. There are no cryptic words or mysterious figures involved. Just slow, careful effort aimed at preventing panic and saving lives. The two infected healthcare workers were isolated and treated under strict protocols. Their conditions were closely monitored. The absence of further spread suggested that containment measures were effective. This is how outbreaks are stopped. Not through predictions, but through discipline and early action. Still, the story lingers online. Videos speak of Samson's vision as if it were destiny unfolding. But the truth is simpler and more grounded. Nipah virus exists. It appears occasionally. It is dangerous but controllable when handled properly. The current number of people suffering is extremely limited. The global threat remains low. Awareness is necessary. Panic is not. If there is any lesson hidden within this moment, it is not about believing in predictions. It is about understanding how fragile health systems can be, how quickly fear spreads, and how important early response truly is. Samson's words may have echoed themes that reality later reflected, but the outcome is still being written by human action, not fate. As of now, life continues normally for billions of people. Hospitals remain alert, surveillance remains active, and the virus remains contained. The story is not one of doom, but of caution. Not of prophecy, but of preparedness. And the real untold truth is that sometimes the quiet victories matter more than the loud fears.